Welcome, everyone, to Take the Lead. I am your host, William Kliske.
And I am John O'Halloran.
So, John,
Yes.
we're in the World Series.
Yes.
MLB execs took a vote on who the best player in the league is.
Yep.
So, I'm going to ask you, Mike Trout or Mookie Betts?
I'm taking Mookie Betts.
And why?
Just what he's able to accomplish so far in his career, the way he's been playing the World Series. About to be a two-time World Series champion, probably going to be a World Series MVP. He's already won the AL MVP. I know Mike Trout's already won about 2 or 3. But I'd just rather take Mookie at this point.
Ready for this? Every executive lauded Betts for his incredible talent. And while each of them would be happy to have the Dodgers superstar patrolling right field for their club, the results were nearly unanimous. Every executive except one chose Trout. And the other one called it a draw.
I'm just taking Mookie.
Trout is the most consistent, best player on the planet, one American League executive said. He could retire before age 30, and you'd have a strong argument that he is a Hall of Famer. I'm not sure many guys not named Ruth or Cobb fit into that category. Mookie is playing really well right now. I'm still taking Trout.
I got to take Mookie. I mean, he's been to the playoffs, I think, every year since 2016. Trout's only been in the playoffs once in his career.
Yeah, a National League executive didn't compare Trout to Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, or anybody else. He put the Angels superstar in a class of his own. He's the greatest player in the history of baseball, the NL executive said. Mookie is getting a lot of deserved attention right now, but Trout is literally the best player ever.
He is, but I mean, I got to take my boy Mookie. No disrespect to Trout. I love Trout. Fantastic talent, but you got to take Mookie.
A second NL executive chose Trout, but not before trying to stack his make-believe outfield. Can I have both? He said. As good as Mookie is, I think Trout is more dynamic and his skill set might age slightly better. There's definitely not a wrong answer either way.
Who are you taking?
I'd probably take Trout.
You would?
Yeah. But, let's see. Trout is still on an exclusive Hall of Fame trajectory with elite athleticism himself, the AL exec said. Baseball is a team game with individual performance. The Dodgers' excellence has magnified Betts' electricity and all-around skills, while Trout is relegated to watching his beloved Eagles due to the Angels' inferior roster. Trout is still the king of the jungle. I'm surprised he didn't take Trout because he's also an Eagles fan, just like you.
That's true, but I got to take my boy Mookie. I'm putting a poll on Twitter right now. Who are you taking?
We will... If we remember, we'll update you next week on our special Halloween edition of Take the Lead.
Hold on. Special Halloween edition.
I don't know what's going to be special about it. All I know is I got an outfit planned.
I can save it for next week. Never mind.
What?
I was going to play a theme, but I can save it for next week. Yeah. Well, makes sense, right? Halloween's next Saturday.
Yeah, want to know what another executive said?
What?
I would order both the beer and the tacos. They're different but equally delicious.
I mean, like I said, no disrespect to Trout, but I just, man.
So I just thought it was funny.
I
and one AL executive said both players are bargains.
Mike Trout's career stats, he's already been in the league for 10 years.
Yeah, and Ben Betts is 1 year younger than him.
So he has 302 career home runs, 798 runs batted in.
Yep.
1,380 career hits. Where's his average?
I don't know. You tell me.
304.
That's solid. Anything above 300 for a career is good.
Now let's check out our boy Mookie.
I'm going to say 299 average. Just because.
All right, Mookie has 155 career home runs. His run batted in, obviously, because Trout's been 509 runs batted in.
Yeah.
His average is
299.
Why just all over the place? Whatever his damn batting average, 301, so they're the same.
Close. 0.03 off. 0.03.
I'm still taking Mookie.
I'll chill with the cord. On. Speak.
No, I'm still taking Mookie.
I know. I was just making sure your audio was still good because you yanked your
Oh, wow.
cord.
It says MVP. All right, yeah, never mind.
All right. Well, we're going from two greats to a potential future superstar. Ready for this? Rays rookie Randy Arozarena.
I'm not even trying. I don't know what I'm watching.
Arozarena. That sounds about right. Arozarena ties MLB postseason home run record and breaks Derek Jeter's mark in the process.
I still think Dodgers are winning the series.
I think so too, but
that's impressive though.
yeah, it was Arozarena's 8th home run of the 2020 postseason, and that ties Nelson Cruz in 2011, Carlos Beltran in 2004, and Barry Bonds in 2002 for the record.
Roads.
Arozarena reaches the mark in 17 games, and Bonds and Cruz each played in 17 postseason games in their record-setting campaigns. Beltran, however, needed just 12 games in 2004 to get 8 home runs. But wait, that's not all. Arozarena's Game 3 home run was also his 23rd hit of the 2020 postseason. And that sets the record for the most hits in a single postseason by a rookie. Yeah.
This dude's good.
Coming into Game 3, Arozarena was tied with Derek Jeter in 1996 with 22 hits in a single postseason. Jeter played in 15 games that postseason. On top of that, Arozarena now has 52 total bases, which is a new record for a single postseason, and he'll have at least 2 more games to add to these historic tallies.
That's impressive.
In related matters, Arozarena is now batting .354, .425, .800 during the 2020 playoffs, and given how inconsistent the remainder of the Rays' offense has been in October, it's no exaggeration to say they likely would have already been eliminated without his contributions.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad for a rookie, eh?
Not bad at all.
I just said it as they did because of the A part. So, future superstar, maybe?
I think so. Put numbers like that.
For rookie postseason?
Yeah. Unless you're just one-hit wonder.
Now, we just talked about some history. Let's talk about some more, shall we?
Yes.
Dodgers Walker Buehler makes history with 10 strikeout outing and versus Rays in Game 3.
That's a beast performance.
What?
Have you seen his pants, how tight they are?
Yeah.
You can see his fart bubble.
Buehler, 26, allowed 1 run on 3 hits while holding the Rays hitless for the first 4 innings and a walk over 6 innings of work. He struck out 10 batters along the way, making him the youngest pitcher to have double-digit punch-outs in a World Series game since Josh Beckett did it did it as a 23-year-old in 2003. According to MLB.com's Sarah Langs, Beckett, as at the time, was a member of the Marlins.
Yep.
Buehler also became the first pitcher in World Series history to strike out 10 or more in 6 innings or fewer.
It's a beast performance.
Pretty solid. So, yeah, even just some more history. Buehler entered Game 3 having made 4 starts this postseason. In those outings, he has accumulated a 1.89 ERA and an OPS against of .619. Buehler has now pitched 6 innings in consecutive starts, notable given that blister issues had limited him earlier in the playoffs. Dodgers lead 2-1, and like you said earlier, you still have the Dodgers winning.
Yep.
I do as well.
I just think they're... I mean, don't get me wrong, Tampa is obviously good enough to get to the World Series, but I just think Dodgers are slightly better.
Well, yeah, Mookie Betts and...
Cody Bellinger.
No, why is it? I'm blanking on his name. The ace.
Oh, Clayton Kershaw.
Yeah, Clayton Kershaw. Mookie Betts' contract is like $10 million higher than the entire Rays team, or $10 million less than the entire Rays team, or something like that. Crazy. Just the 2 of them compared to the whole team.
That's crazy.
It is literally crazy. Do you have any baseball?
Yes, David Price says he's at peace with the decision to opt out as the Dodgers make the World Series. I'm definitely missing it, but I'm at peace with my decision. Price said, according to USA Today's Bob Nightingale. What I miss the most is in the competition, being in the clubhouse, being in the dugout, picking someone up after a rough game or week, having them come over to my room and forgetting baseball. Now, it makes me wonder, if the Dodgers win the World Series, which I think they will,
Yep.
since he did not play a single game for the Dodgers, does he get a ring?
Yes.
He does?
Yes.
I thought you had to play. I thought in sports you got to play a couple of games to get a ring.
Well, when we get to football, I have a story that could. Actually, no. When we get to basketball, I have a story that could probably change your mind on who gets rings.
Yeah, that's a question I want to know. I mean, I'm sure he will, but just the way he left Boston, the stuff he did in Boston, I lost respect for him.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't get a ring though.
I must say his run in 2018 with the Red Sox in the postseason was impressive.
Yeah. Do you have any more?
Yes.
All right, let's hear it.
MLB Commissioner Ron Manfred wants to keep expanding playoffs, extra innings rules beyond 2020 season. I like the idea of I'm choosing my words carefully here. An extended playoff format, Manfred said. I don't think we would do 16 like we did this year. I think we'd have to be... What the hell is that word? I think we'd have to be... I'm going to botch this word wicked bad, but I'm going to try it.
What word? I'll try it.
I'm dyslexic.
Cognizant
of making sure that we preserve the importance of our regular season. But I think beyond the 10 that we were at would be a good change. Last season last offseason workout that the MLB was pushing for 14-team postseason, in which the number one seed in each league would get a bye in the LDS round. And the 6 teams would play a best-of-3 wildcard series. The highest seeds would be able to pick their wildcard opponents. Do you think MLB is going to keep that? Give me extra couple teams making the playoffs.
I think so.
It's going to get them more money.
Exactly.
And that's what most sports...
That's what they want. And speaking of reasons for money, I have another story, and when we get to basketball, of something like that.
All right.
So if you don't have any more baseball, we can jump into that.
That's it.
All right, we'll go to the ring thing first. Okay. Mm-hmm. Former Bulls security guard's 6 championship rings sell for $255,000 or $255,840 at auction.
Security guy got a ring.
A security guard's 6 championship rings from the Bulls' 1990s dynasty sold at auction for the price I just said. They belong to former Bulls security guard John Capps, who worked for the organization for 52 years. His close relationship with Jordan was featured in The Last Dance on ESPN. The rings were part of Huggins and Scott auction and were up for auction individually starting at $5,000. The 6 rings sold as follows. So I want you to guess how much each one sold for. Just keep in mind, you can't go over $255,000.
So I can't go over $255,000, all right?
Total for all 6. So combined, they can't go over $255,000.
All right.
So 1991.
I'm going to say that one over. I went 50,000.
That one sold for $39,840.
All right.
1992.
40.
$47,970.
So close.
93.
I'm going to go with 52,000.
45,510. 96. I'm just going to say this one, you're going to be the most wrong. I can just already tell.
65,000.
24,600. 97.
25,000.
49,200. And 98.
This is probably the most expensive one because this is the last one. 60,000.
49,200.
Well, fuck that.
I almost just whispered, say the same thing.
No, I went over 6.
You're like you're over $5,000 off for all of them.
Jeez. I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way you could have guessed.
No.
But I just wanted to try. It was fun. Capps died in 2018 at the age of 88. His estate decided to auction the memorabilia off because they had little sentimental value to his heirs. So USA Today Sports reported when the auction went live, and the profits will reportedly be dispersed between the 11 heirs.
I wish I had that kind of money. Be able to spend on a championship ring. Just have a real one instead of a replica one. I think that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. Save up for it. Instead of buying a house, just buy a Eagles championship ring, like from Carson Wentz or something.
Then I could lie and say I was on the I worked for the team. What did you do? Security guard.
People's names are on the rings.
No, I'll get one with my name on it. I'll get a custom one.
Oh, custom one. So
I can lie and say he's my cousin.
So hear about when the NBA is starting the next season?
December 22nd, hopefully.
Yep. And now why did the NBA swing toward Christmas start?
Because it's Christmas and
money.
Oh yeah.
Told you I was gonna relate. Just a few weeks. I don't want that one. Oh yeah, I do. Just a few weeks ago, at the start of the NBA Finals, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said the earliest we would start at this point is Christmas, but it may come and go. Martin Luther King Day, January 18th, was the target date. Many front offices were targeting. That shifted quickly, and on Friday, the NBA owners settled on a proposed start date of December 22nd to start a 72-game season. One that would end early enough for players to take part in the Tokyo Olympics next July. That still has to be negotiated and approved by the NBPA, and having the NBA rolling by Christmas, even without fans in the building in a lot of cities, has momentum and appears well on its way to becoming reality. Why the change? Money. It's always about the money. Starting on December 22nd and running the next season that way will bring another $500 million in next season, the owners were told. $500 million. Would $500 million change your mind of when you would start the season by a month?
Yeah. But I mean, I think starting the season in December is really cutting close because look what's happened in the NFL. I know injuries happen all the time, but in the NFL, I think this is the most injuries I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Now in the NBA, this has happened. I mean, it could happen. Let's say LeBron James.
Fuck him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want LeBron to get hurt. Just wanted to clarify.
Because the season ended in October, just a few weeks ago.
Yep.
And they get basically 1 month off.
Yep.
Then let's say first game he tears his Achilles.
So they just for December 22nd, they just have to do so much in 2 months.
Yeah.
Draft, off season,
free agency,
any sort of quote unquote summer league.
Yeah.
It's just it's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. It's not gonna happen in December. I think it's gonna either happen in January or February.
Yeah, it seems likely.
Because then they said that the season's going to end right before the Summer Olympics. Then you're gonna have players who possibly could be in the NBA Finals and say, "You know what? I'm gonna go play for America, baby." What if they get hurt there?
Well, the finals would be over by then.
I thought it's gonna end right around.
It would end right before. The finals.
Right before.
Finals would at normal time in June, and then the Olympics in July.
I could see it happening, but I don't know, I would rather start the season like in January.
That's even if the Olympics happen.
That's true.
COVID. Mic drop. I don't actually.
That's true. Jinx.
Go ahead.
Pacers have interest in trading for Celtics Gordon Hayward.
Who?
Gordon Hayward. I'm trying to say it like a Bostonian.
Oh, okay.
Haywood.
I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not. I was about to say.
How does a Bostonian say it? How would they'll probably say Gordon Hayward, right?
Park the car in Harvard Yard.
With Gordon Hayward.
Haywood.
That sounds like we're from New York.
Gordon Hayward.
It's not from New York now. Yo, I'm from freaking New York.
Yo, you want me to get called Tony?
I'm going to call Tony freaking walking here.
I don't know how to say any other name in a New York accent other than Tony.
I'm with freaking Will doing the freaking podcast. Sorry. Something to keep an eye on once we find out when NBA teams can start making trades. Some within the Pacers organization continue to have interest in trading for Celtics Gordon Hayward. It's unknown what the Celtics would want in return for Hayward, but if the club is even opening to moving him. Hayward, who started at Butler, can become a free agent by opting out the final year of his deal, worth roughly $34 million. I think the Celtics could get back Miles Turner or even what the hell's his name, Victor Oladipo, because I know Victor Oladipo wanted to be traded.
You know what? If the Celtics do trade Gordon Hayward, I would be so happy to get Victor Oladipo. Wanna know why?
I love Victor Oladipo.
Wanna know why?
Why?
He's a freaking great vocalist.
He does have a good voice.
It's so soothing. If you haven't listened to Victor Oladipo sing, do it.
Definitely.
Just do it. Nike, just do it. That's all I got.
But I mean, I love Gordon Hayward, but
Me too. I remember him when he was in Butler. He was my favorite player.
I loved him since college.
Yeah, he's always been great. He was that one guy I could relate to because he's white. I'm kidding. No, it's just I don't know. It's just something about him. He was different.
And I was so happy when he came here, but I think that injury really set him back a lot.
Oh, 100%. Wasn't it Gordon Hayward who grew like a foot and a half in like a year and a half or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Just making sure I was thinking of the right person.
I really hope the Celtics don't trade him, but if we can get Oladipo, then I'll definitely take it.
Yeah.
This is so funny. I sent Willis the other day. Lakers bench called Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Neutron during NBA Finals.
That's fun. I didn't see it though, to be honest.
Whenever big NBA games are taking place, you can get a lot of comedy out of just searching one of the players that is playing in the game, and then the phrase "looks like," and then you just hit enter in the search, and it's just high comedy. And I gotta say, Duncan, this year in the finals, you shattered a record for like the most tweets I saw. So I pulled some tweets.
All right.
Aside from your with that is that I get Jimmy Neutron.
All right. Now I thought it was just going to be a quick clip, but obviously it's not a 3-minute clip, which I'm not going to play. I'm okay with it. Robin said that's my only problem was with that is I get Jimmy Neutron as well. I can't get both. Like that doesn't even make sense. How can I be two characters from the same show? He must be calling him Yeah, Shane. They call him Shane and Jimmy Neutron. That is funny.
That is funny. He's a combo of the two.
Holy crap! He does look like Shane. He looks like Shane more than Jimmy Neutron.
Isn't it Sheen? Oh yeah, he does look more like Sheen.
I love Jimmy Neutron.
That was a good show. Did you hear who's joining Steve Nash's coaching staff?
Marty Steinmeier. I already have trouble saying his name. Marty Steinmeier.
Stoudemire.
That Stuns team was stacked when they had him and Steve Nash.
Yeah, and now they're going to be coaching Kyrie and KD.
Oh boy,
that's going to be something. It's a lot of talent there, but we'll see if they perform. New York doesn't have a good history of performing with Stoudemire.
No. He was on the friggin' Knicks, and that was bad.
Then. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull something up.
Yeah, but I don't know, it's just something. It's cool to see them reunited.
We had Steve Nash, Sean Marion. He was okay. Marty Steinmeier. The 2017 was better. I'm surprised the 2017 really didn't do much.
Yeah.
You had, Grant Hill, Sean Marion, Steve Nash, Shaq, Murray. Well, those Suns teams were one of those teams that really should have won a couple championships, but they ran teams like the Spurs, the Lakers, the Nuggets.
Yeah. You have any more basketball?
Tim Donahue was set to officiate in wrestling promotion.
Wrestling promotion?
Yep.
Ooh, fancy. I like it.
Supposed to be set to referee as Major Wrestling, which I never heard of what company that is.
Wait, what is it?
Major
League Wrestling?
Yeah,
MLW?
Yeah, I never heard of
MLW.
it. Pro Wrestling Entertainment, and I always joked the NBA was a form of entertainment, and I compared a little bit of pro wrestling behind the scenes, Donahue said. When I was growing up, I always enjoyed pro wrestling. Guys like Hulk Hogan, brother! And the Ivan Pasusic, don't know who that is.
Let me see. Oh, yep. Putski.
I thought it'd be fun to get involved and see where it goes. That should be fun.
It should be fun. I'm going to have to tune into MLW again. It's been a while.
It's see Mr. Cheater.
Yep. But more basketball?
I don't know. That's it.
All right. On to football. So, John, we're going to talk about your Eagles for a moment.
Great.
It's not about the Eagles, though. NFL bad bet. Eagles gambler loses out on nearly $240,000 due to a missed 29-yard field goal.
Yeah, fucking Jake Elliott, you garbage ass kicker.
Ready for this one? The gambler placed a huge $250,000 bet at MGM on Thursday that the Eagles would cover a first-half point spread that had Philly favored by 3. If the Eagles could cover, the bettor would walk away with a nice profit of $238,095.25. I've never bet $250,000 on anything in my life, so I can't fully describe the roller coaster of emotions that this bettor went through at the end of the first half, but I'm guessing things got kind of crazy for him in the final minute. With 57 seconds left to go until halftime, the Giants were trailing 10-7, but they had the ball. If they kneeled, the bettor would get a push, meaning he would get his original bet back, meaning he would get it, or I just read the same line, but he wouldn't win any money. The Giants decided they wanted to try to score, which would have been bad news for the bettor, because if New York scored any points, he would be out $250K.
That's a lot of freaking money.
And the Giants drove down the field, and Dion Lewis lost a fumble, and the Eagles recovered. At that point, all the bettor needed was a field goal from the Eagles to earn his $238,095.25 payday. In a span of 3 plays, the Eagles drove from the Giants' 42-yard line to their 11, which set Philly up for a 29-yard field goal attempt. Imagine watching a 29-yard field goal knowing that you win $238,000 if the kicker makes it. Kickers never miss from that close. The money is as good as yours. Unfortunately for our bettor, Eagles kicker Jake Elliott could not put the ball through the uprights.
He's been inconsistent this year. Dude, 29 yards?
At least he can be thankful that he didn't lose his $250,000.
That's true.
He can be thankful for that. Could you imagine losing $250,000
No.
on top of what their profit would have been?
I don't want to, because that won't be good.
That'd be like, dude, it's like, oh, this money's as good as mine, right? And then your net worth swinging $500K in the other direction.
Yeah, that won't be good.
Like that.
That
I
won't
can't
be good.
snap, but that's the best I could do.
Neither can I.
Yeah. So note to self: never bet $250,000 on anything.
Never.
Here's something for you too. Tua Tagovailoa set to give the NFL something it hasn't seen at quarterback in nearly 5 years. Do you have any guesses of what it is? I'll give you a hint. It's simple.
His height?
Nope. I'll give you a hint. It does have something to do with his body, technically.
I don't know.
A left-handed quarterback.
What?
Yeah. So when Tua Tagovailoa makes the first start of his career next week, he's going to be giving the NFL something that I haven't seen in 5 years.
Yep.
A left-handed quarterback. For whatever reason, southpaw quarterbacks have basically gone extinct in the NFL. When Tua took the field during the Dolphins' 24-0 blowout over the Jets in 2016, he became the first left-handed quarterback in nearly 5 years to throw a pass in a regular season game.
Wow, so every quarterback in the NFL right now is basically right-handed.
Except for Tua Tagovailoa.
That is crazy. I didn't even notice that.
Ready for this one?
Yeah.
Before Tua, the last lefty to complete a pass in the NFL was
Colin Kaepernick.
Kellen Moore. Do you know what team he played for?
I don't know who the hell that is.
The former Cowboys quarterback, who now serves as the team's offensive coordinator, started a total of 2 games in his career, with his final appearance coming Week 17 of 2015. In that game, the lefty went out with a splash, throwing for 435 yards and 3 touchdowns in a 34-23 loss.
Does it say who they played?
It does not say who they played. But if you want to quickly look up while I keep reading who the Cowboys played in Week 17 of 2015. So I'll give this one. However, Moore wasn't a rookie during his start, but he had been in the NFL since 2012. If you look at just rookies, Tua will be the first lefty to get a start during his first year since
Colin Kaepernick. Kellen Moore.
Tim Tebow in 2010.
I haven't heard of that name in ages.
The list of lefties who started at least one game during the rookie year isn't a list that's going to comfort the Dolphins. When Tua makes his first start, he'll be joining. I'm going to go. Let me know if you've heard of these people, okay? Tim Tebow.
Well, yeah.
Michael Vick.
Yep.
Matt Leinart?
Nope.
Matt Leinart.
I think so. I don't know.
It sounds
to be honest.
familiar.
Yeah.
Chris Sims,
I don't know.
Dave Ragoni,
Nope.
and Brock Horde
Nope.
as lefties who started during their rookie year.
Nope.
Over the past decade, left-handed quarterbacks have been few and far between. If you want to stump some of your friends with some trivia this weekend, you can ask them who has the third most starts of any left-handed quarterback over the past 10 years. And the QB with the and who's that?
Michael Vick. It can't be Michael Vick because he's not in the league anymore.
It is Michael Vick.
Yeah,
it's over the
bitches.
past 10 years.
All right, so Michael Vick.
And who's second?
Tim Tebow.
Yep. And third on the list? I'll give you a hint. It's a name that hasn't been mentioned yet.
So it's the last 10 years.
Yeah. The third most starts of any left-handed quarterback.
I have no idea.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
He played for the Chiefs in 2011.
Chiefs 2011.
He started 4 games.
I have no idea.
Tyler Palko.
Who the freak is that?
It's Tyler Palko. That's
Never
who
heard-
it is.
Never heard of
I
him.
mean, neither. But that's who it is. So if you want to stump somebody, ask them who started the third most games of any left-handed quarterback in the past decade.
They won't get
It's
it.
Tyler Palko.
They won't get it.
With
But
4.
2015 week 17, they played the Redskins. So that's why he threw 400 plus yards. I could throw
But
400.
they lost.
I could throw 400 plus yards against the Redskins. Probably
Who?
not against. Oh. Sorry, Washington football team.
Well, technically you're right there with the Redskins now. I just wanted to make a joke pretending they didn't exist.
I didn't mean to say that. Sorry.
Um. Whew. Sorry. Tua also made some history back in April when he was drafted. After the Dolphins made him the 5th overall pick, he became the first left-handed QB to get selected since 2010 when 2 lefties were taken.
I'm not going to try because I know I'm going to be wrong.
Well, you already said one of them.
So Tim Tebow.
Yep. And want to take on this? Want to take a guess on who the other one was? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you 2 hints. He was drafted by the Saints with pick 239.
I have no idea.
Here's another hint. This guy was also the last lefty to get drafted before Miami drafted Tua.
I have no idea.
Sean Canfield.
Never heard of him.
Me neither. But yeah, there you go. Fun facts for you.
Never heard of him.
And we'll go from lefties to crazies. Antonio Brown signs with the Buccaneers.
1
Who
year deal.
saw this coming?
1 year deal.
Is the money determined?
No, I didn't see, but their passing game is looking crazy. Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, and Rob
Gronkowski.
Krowski.
And who's
Tom
throwing to
Brady.
him?
Tom Brady.
And who's their running back?
Ronald Jones, I think that's his name is.
And
Then Leonard Fournette. And a washed up LaShawn McCoy.
Who's gonna stop? What team has enough parts on defense to stop all these people?
Let me think.
Oh, I know. I can tell you. Nobody.
I got one team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, no way. No team stopping them. Seahawks, maybe.
Of course, Tom Brady was a proponent of signing Brown in Tampa. Or Tampa.
How long does he last?
3 games.
3 games, you think so? Until he starts screaming and crying?
No, 3 or no. Well, that'll happen before. 3 games until he's gone. Like
3
off the
games
team.
until he's gone.
Off the team, yes.
Also, Des Bryant's back in the league, too.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's going to be on the Ravens special teams.
I like it.
I picked him up in fantasy, then dropped him real quick. I said, "Yeah, I'm not picking his ass up."
You should pick up Antonio Brown.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Right away. Right when I saw that he's coming back to the league, I snagged him right away. I don't know why. It's not going to last long.
Well, make do with it. Well, you can.
This is going to Antonio Brown. Give me the ball, Tom. Give me the ball.
He
I thought we were
reportedly-
friends.
He reportedly signed for just over the minimum. I don't know what the minimum is.
Me either.
Yeah, so it should be interesting.
Tony Brown's back in the league. Hope he throws no freaking stuff at movers again or acts like a little wine bag.
Yeah, it's funny how Bruce Arians says he wasn't going to sign him.
And then he signs him.
Yeah. Probably Brady.
Sign him right now. I'm going to go back to New England.
Yeah. Yeah, so Tom Brady has 1 billion weapons in Tampa.
Yep.
Speaking of weapons, let's talk about some invisible ones, shall we?
John Cena.
The 2020 NFC East in one moment. Daniel Jones had a wide open TD.
That's not talking. Next subject. Next subject.
What? We're talking about the Giants.
No, it was against the Eagles. Next subject.
You don't want to talk about the Eagles' win? Or the opponent doing something terrible?
Yeah, I wanted to punch the wall. I'm like, why are you letting this dude run freaking 80 yards?
Do you want to also hear a fun fact?
Yes.
Hold on, I want to see if...
Fastest white boy in America.
No.
Shouldn't have said that.
This isn't what I was going to say, but this is funny. I want to hear the longest QB runs of the last 25 years.
Yes.
And how it resulted. Terrell Pryor, 93 yards, touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, 90 yards, touchdown. Marcus Mariota, 87 yards, touchdown. Cordell Stewart, 80 yards, touchdown. Daniel Jones, 80 yards, invisible assassin. Steve Bono, 76 yards, touchdown. And Robert Griffin III, 76 yards, touchdown.
All touchdowns except one.
So, ready? Here's a fun fact for you. Daniel Jones is clocked as the fastest quarterback in the NFL.
It wasn't 21 miles an hour.
Whatever it was the fastest recorded run by a quarterback. So, suck on that, Lamar.
Can you imagine getting chucked over by that? Someone running 21 miles an hour? That's going to hurt.
He was running too fast. That's why he tripped.
That's going to hurt.
His legs couldn't keep up with his speed.
No.
Just want to hear some people who took some stabs at him.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. I mean, I can't even say anything because I would never be able to run that far either. DK Metcalf. Daniel, pick your feet up. Oh, those are the only two in the article, but that was funny. I like the how Mahomes like, I wouldn't have made it that far either.
Neither would I.
You don't think you can run 80 yards?
No, by the time
Or a
I get
sprint?
by the time I get to 30, I'm gonna be like.
I have one more football, and then you can read off yours.
Yeah.
I kind of take control with mine. I'm sorry for that.
No, it's all right.
Oh, come on, load, refresh. New Buccaneers lineman Steve McLendon says he played for Jets after learning he'd been traded.
So you played. So wait. So he played for the Bucks, and you played for the Jets,
No, he was on the Jets.
and you got traded.
He learned he was traded to the Bucks, and then he still played for the Jets after he learned he was traded.
You maybe want to go with the bang.
It's almost never the case that an NFL player suits up for a team if there's a chance he could be traded elsewhere, let alone if he's already been dealt. But that was not the case for Steve McLendon, acquired by the Buccaneers from the Jets as part of a swap of draft picks this week. The veteran defensive lineman is preparing to make his Bucs debut on Sunday. But McLendon told reporters Friday that he was actually informed of the trade before his last game with the Jets and still wanted to play the entire contest.
That's pretty cool, though.
The 34-year-old McLendon, who has been reunited with former Jets coach Todd Boyles in Tampa, was apparently told before the Jets Sunday game, the Miami Dolphins, that a car would be waiting for him after the fact, presumably to take him to the airport for a trip to the Buccaneers facility.
Mm-hmm.
That's not necessarily unusual, except for the fact that McLendon was not only active for the Jets-Dolphins game, but played 43% of the team's defensive snaps, logging 4 tackles and obviously putting himself at risk of injury 2 days before his trade to Tampa was officially announced.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he's happy because now he's going to a team that's probably going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, ready for this one? How
Yep.
does something like this happen? Want to take a guess?
Because it's the Jets.
There are only 2 plausible explanations. Either McLendon got his timeline really mixed up, or at least one side of this trade failed to practice common sense. Even if McLendon was simply informed he was likely to be traded after the game, and the deal is yet to be finalized. It stands to reason the Jets would want to preserve their assets' health in order to keep talks alive, or that the Buccaneers would unofficially require McClendon sit out for the same reason. It's possible neither side valued McClendon so much that they demanded he not risk any injury prior to the move. He was part of a trade of 2 late-round draft picks, after all, but still makes for some rare and frankly inexplainable roster management.
It's the Jets. Come on.
And the Bucks, who signed Antonio Brown. And now they got McClendon. All-star lineup right there.
Speaking about the Bucks, Tom Brady explains why he didn't shake Nick Foles' hand in Week 5.
Because he's still upset. Let's hear it.
He's just talking about the handshake. Obviously, I don't even think about that. Brady said, "I think Nick Foles is a hell of a player and a Super Bowl champ. I don't know one reason or another why I wouldn't do that. Sometimes I'd run off the field. Sometimes I haven't. Sometimes if I have a personal relationship like I have with Drew Brees and Justin Herbert and Aaron Rodgers over the years, I don't know. He's talking about personal relationships.
Yeah, he's had a personal relationship with Justin Herbert over the years. Isn't he a rookie?
Maybe you should babysit him. I don't know. I don't think there's anything particular, but I've got
side hustle.
But I've got great respect for Nick Foles, and I think he's a hell of a player. And they're off to a great start. No, Tom, you're mad that you clapped your ass in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
And you clapped your ass again.
You're
0-2 versus a backup quarterback. Man, shove those 6 Super Bowls up your bum, boy.
Big dick. Let's keep going because I'm out of football until the picks.
Fucking Tom Brady. Eagles tried to trade Zach Ertz.
Did they?
Before injury, but still shopping Alshon Jeffrey, which I hope they trade Alshon Jeffrey for the love of God, because that man, I don't remember the last time he even played a game.
I have no idea.
Probably like freaking 400 years ago.
Maybe 350. Give him some credit.
I don't want them to trade Zach Ertz, but you know what? They're going to have to because they're way over the salary cap. And he's going to want a lot of money. He's a hell of a tight end, but this year he's been struggling. Averaging a career low, 7.4 yard.
Jesus,
7.4 yards per catch, with just 1 touchdown in 6 games.
Dang.
He was on pace for just 475 receiving yards, which would have been his lowest since his rookie season in 2013.
475 is pretty low.
Yeah. I just don't want him to trade Zach Ertz. I really don't.
Yeah.
Jeffrey has a cap number of 18 million in 2021 in his final year of his contract, but the Eagles can save $7 million by releasing him. Zach Ertz has a cap of $12 million in 2021, the final year of his contract.
Yikes.
He's been seeking same contract for George Kittle and Travis Kelce. Yikes!
But Kittle deserves it, so.
I mean, I wouldn't. If I'm the Eagles, I'm not giving Zach Ertz a contract. He's 30 years old.
Maybe a couple of years. 2.
Yeah, he's fallen. He's definitely having worse years in his career, but
yeah,
that's a lot of money that the Eagles are just holding on to right now.
Oh yeah, just holding on for dear life.
I already had that. I already said it with Des Bryant.
Yep.
Cowboys players reportedly say coaching staff is totally unprepared.
I believe it.
I do. I mean, they don't teach the unnamed player. They don't teach the unnamed player, told the reporter. They don't have any sense of adjusting on the fly. They also added they're not good at their jobs, which, I mean, Cowboys are... I mean, I got no room to talk. My team's 2-4-1, but the Cowboys are just terrible.
2-4.
No, I said the Eagles are 2-4. I said my team's 2-4-1.
I know, but the Cowboys are 2-4.
Yeah.
Not much of a difference. You just tied the Bengals.
Hey, let's not bring that. Let's not bring that up again, okay?
I'm gonna bring it up every time you mention the record. Just keep that in mind.
I quit.
Do you guys like how I bully them?
How do you tie the Bengals? The Bengals of all teams.
The Patriots lost to the Broncos, and the Broncos didn't even score a touchdown.
I mean, I would have been fine if they tied the Patriots or if they tied a good team like the 49ers, but you tie the freaking Bengals? It's been weeks. I lay in bed at night, and I'm like...
You just cry about it?
You tied the Bengals.
Some deep tears.
I'll drive home, turn the radio off. They tied the Bengals. Unreal.
Oh man.
But that's what I got. But I think it's now time
For the
weekly picks. Dun, dun.
Yo, that was in sync. I love it. Okay. Week 7.
I can't believe the season's already in week 7.
Yeah. Week 6 results. John went 10-4. I went 9-5. John's overall record after 6 weeks is 64-27, and I am 61-30.
If I win 2 games this week, you know
We're
what that
both
means.
over 667 still. We're both over 2/3.
If I win 2 games
I'll
this
take
week,
it.
you know what that means. 69, baby.
What?
I have 67 wins, so if I only get 2 wins
You
this
have
week, I have
64.
Oh, I thought you said
No,
67.
you have 27 losses.
Shit.
That's where the 7 is. So you need 5 wins. So make some bad picks, John.
No way.
I need 8 to get there, so I have a better chance of landing on it.
I do want that 69, baby. PG, John,
you know
PG.
What? You know what? Next week, I'll just say your wins are 69 plus whatever over you are.
All right.
Got to remind me, though. Okay, so we both picked the Eagles. So that wasn't counted in the after week 6 total. So technically, John only needs 4 more right. So, John, Panthers, Saints.
Drew Brees does not have Michael Thomas once again.
Oh, it's officially he's out.
Yep, or I almost said Miles Sanders or Emmanuel Sanders. That's gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, definitely.
He doesn't have his weapons, but he does have Alvin Kamara, and the Panthers' run defense is terrible. So I'm going with the Saints.
Saints. You know what? For the reasons you listed, I'm gonna go with Panthers.
Thank you.
Gotta change it up a little bit. You're welcome. Why'd you say thank
I
you?
don't know. I felt like it.
This one should be easy. Should I just mark you down for the Jets?
Who are they playing?
The Bills?
You know what to do.
Jets, got it. John for Jet. J as in John and for Jets. No, I'm just kidding. I'll put you down for the Bills. I'm going with the Bills as well. Wanna know why?
Because Jets suck.
Because it's my name.
Oh, that's right. And they're tanking for,
Yeah.
and the Jets are tanking for Trevor Lawrence.
Yep. Here, Browns, Bengals. Should I give you the Bengals? I'm just kidding. I'm going Browns.
Yeah, me too.
They better not do me dirty like they did last week. Oh, here you go, John. NFC East battle. Cowboys football team.
This game shouldn't even be being played.
You want to hear my pick?
What?
Football team.
You know, a football team?
I'm going football team. Want to know why?
Why?
I want to see the Eagles in first place at 2-4-1.
Me too.
And then the football team will be in second place at 2-5. The Cowboys would be in third place at 2-5. And the Giants would be in last at 1-6.
I'm gonna go with. I want to go with the Cowboys, but I gotta be different. I'll go with the Cowboys.
You don't have to be different. I thought that was going to be my risky pick that I was telling you about it before we started.
It's a good pick.
You think?
I like it.
Packers, Texans.
Oh boy, Texans are yeesh this year. It's pretty obvious who I'm going with.
Packers?
Yep.
I'm going the same as well. And while I write this down, Lions, Falcons. Falcons did good last week.
They finally won the game.
It's about
After
damn
us-
time.
After
having 2 games with over a 99.5% chance of winning, blowing it, they finally picked up a dub.
this is tough. I'm going to go with the Falcons getting their second win of the season.
I'm going with the Falcons as well. Steelers, Titans.
Ooh,
This one's
battle of
gonna be-
undefeated. Derrick Henry.
Yup.
Um,
You know what? Want to make this interesting?
yes.
I'm gonna get a coin. Hold on.
All right. I am. Sam speaking. Derrick Henry's 588 rushing yards on their leads all rushers once again. The Steelers' run defense is second best in the NFL, allowing 66 yards per game.
I want ready for how this is gonna be interesting.
Yes.
You want to pick different teams?
Sure.
So this is how we're gonna decide who picks first.
All right.
I got a coin.
Is it double-sided?
All right, I'll show you. Hold on.
Make sure it's not
Make sure
cheating.
this is tails.
Okay.
Heads.
All right. No sneaky shit here, boy.
Well, I was gonna have you call it in the air, so
Right.
it didn't matter.
You know. All right.
So when it's in the air,
Yep.
call it, and whoever wins gets the pick first, and then the other person gets the other team. We'll shake on it.
Yep.
On video now.
Okay.
It's officially shaking on.
Tails. I'm going tails, even though it's not in the air
Alright.
yet, but tails never
just
fails.
say it when it's in the air.
Yep. Tails. Tails. Tails never fails.
It's heads.
You fucking cheated.
How? You literally saw me. It's
That's-
on video,
I know.
dude.
Tails. 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 Even not in the air yet. Tails. Tails.
I gave you plenty of chances to change your mind. It's heads. I'm going Titans.
You are her. I'll go with Steelers. Obviously, I have to.
This is the bet of the week. And by bet, we just mean it's just had no choice of who to pick.
Yeah.
Like that. That's how my dad and I were when he comes over for pay-per-views. That's how we do our predictions now. We pick the first one, and then whoever loses
Has to pick the next one.
they get whoever loses that one, they get first pick in the next.
Oh,
match,
that's cool.
And then the other person has to take the other person.
All right, I like that.
That's how we've been doing it for the pay-per-views.
Who's always winning? You?
He won the first time. I won the second time.
Is he coming over tomorrow?
He might. We haven't met. I need to confirm. He said he'd come over for the next one, which would be tomorrow night, but I just got to double check. Bucks Raiders.
This was supposed to be the 8 o'clock game.
Yep, it got changed.
Bucks.
Yep, I'm going Bucks as well. And while I write this down, Chiefs Broncos. I'm gonna go Chiefs because
Yeah,
Broncos
Chiefs.
couldn't even score a touchdown against the Patriots.
Chiefs.
Jaguars Chargers.
Chargers.
Chargers. I'm going Chargers as well because the Jaguars effed me over last week. So we're not doing that again. Ooh, ready for this one? Actually, this one's probably not going to be as difficult as probably 49ers Patriots. I'm betting against my team.
You are?
Yeah, because how can I support my team when I don't even have their helmet?
That's true.
No, plus, I just think the Patriots, they just didn't look so hot last week.
No, it didn't.
So I think the 49ers are just going to take advantage of the downward
Yeah.
momentum from the Pats.
Also,
But then again, the Pats also had time to practice this week.
yeah.
So.
Also, the Patriots have turned the ball over 7 times in the past 2 games.
Oof. Yeah.
The 49ers have created 6 takeaways all season. I'm going with the Patriots. I
okay.
think they've had enough time to practice. 49ers have a bunch of injuries.
Seahawks Cardinals.
This is going to be a good game.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this one. I'm going Seahawks.
Me too. I got my boy Russell Wilson on my fantasy team.
So are you never going to bet against him?
I love Russell Wilson. It's my boy.
Russell Wilson's great. Bears Rams.
Garbage.
I'm going Bears.
Oh, 5-1 versus 4-2.
Yep. I'm going Bears.
I'm going with the Rams.
Ooh.
I think Aaron Donald's going to eat Nick Foles' ass.
All
and
right, so
sack
we
him.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are different again.
Again.
So I can take the lead. You could keep the lead. We could tie.
I like the tie.
I was thinking. I was saying that as I was thinking if there was any other possibilities. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, there's not. So John, it's our week 7 picks.
It's already week 7.
Where can they find you on the web?
If you guys want to follow my Instagram, it's John O'Halloran 15. If you want to follow my Twitter, it's _John _O'Halloran. Will, where can they find you on the interweb?
You can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at William Kliske. You can follow the show on both Twitter and Instagram at TTL Pod. Please rate, review, and subscribe on your preferred listening platform.
Share with your friends and family and coworkers.
And we will catch you in the next episode.
Bye.